Hey everybody, Shoreline Rider here. Welcome to my second video. We're going to take a little trip out to Peggy's Cove, Nova Scotia. Enjoy. So we are going for a little quick rip, a little Wednesday night rip out to Peggy's Cove. Peggy's Cove, Nova Scotia. If you're anywhere in the Halifax area, this is a fairly regular ride. Key destination for tourists and I don't know, just an overall nice little fishing village and a nice place to be. It's not too long a drive for us from where we are, maybe 45 minutes to get there and 45 to come back a different way. But first things first, we're gonna stop for some gas. Okay, so we are all filled up with gas, ready to rock and roll. Like I said, this is a fairly typical half-day after supper journey for anybody around this area, and lots of people that come to the area like to motorcycle through Nova Scotia, and this is definitely on the bucket list. Pretty easy to get to. I only have 2 subscribers right now, and one of them's riding behind me, Moto Ginger. Look for her on Instagram. There's a dot in the middle there, Moto Ginger. But hit me up and throw a comment in there and tell me where you guys like to go. Whether it's a short trip, she's laughing at me, I know it. Short trip, long trip, half-day excursion. I always see all the folks I follow are in Florida or somewhere warm, and they have places that they go all year long. We don't get that much time to ride here. 5 or 6 months if you're lucky. But yeah, drop a comment, tell me where you guys go. I do love this trip. It's nice to be able to get out after supper and just take a quick rip instead of doing it on a Sunday afternoon. Although with the decrease in tourist traffic thanks to COVID, it's a much more enjoyable ride without massive tour buses coming across the double yellow and into your lane. We had got rid of that pesky car that was in front of us. Gotta time my rides better so that you guys could get a clear view without looking at traffic ahead of me. Get some of these nice scenic views, all the sailboats. If you hear me talking to myself, I'm not really. Well, I mean, I'm talking to you, but if you hear me having half a conversation, it's because I haven't Haven't sprung for the extra microphone so you can hear what's going on in my ear. As I said, Moto Ginger has got my 6 today. Some nice fishing boats out here. Pretty nice part of the world. Wednesday night is definitely a good night to be coming out here. Not a whole lot of traffic. Seen a few motorcycles coming opposite us. Temperature's coming down a little bit. We've been in the middle of a heat wave lately. Makes putting on the leather jacket just a little bit uncomfortable. Especially when you got the sun beating down on you. Sometimes it's hard to find the right motor clothes to wear. I know Moto Ginger's looking for a mesh jacket. I saw that another moto vlogger, her 2 wheels, had a nice mesh jacket that she took down to Florida. I don't think I ever heard the review of that one yet, but imagine that would be something quite necessary down in the Florida heat these days. Mesh jacket and a face mask. We were just chatting over the Sennas and wondering whether or not we were going to hit fog when you get to Peggy's Cove. It's definitely a possibility. Sometimes you plan these rides out and you're thinking you're going to get nice pictures at the other end of it, and either the sun is gone or the fog's rolled in or it's hot as fire outside and you're a sweaty mess. Oh well, at least you're doing what you love. So I can't tell you much about Peggy's Cove in terms of, you know, who Peggy was or anything. I think there's some conjecture there and a lot of local stories about who Peggy might have been. But one thing that Peggy's Cove became famous for a few years ago is it was the site of an airplane crash, Swissair Flight 111. I will post something in the description about that. So right here is where one of the memorials is. And just off into the distance here, maybe you can see the lighthouse at Peggy's Cove. And we got a bit of fog, so you can see the light on the lighthouse. It's a pretty barren landscape. It looks a little bit like Newfoundland. The scraggly trees. They put up with a lot of harsh weather up this end of the peninsula, and a lot of salt water in the air. So up here we're going to turn in and see the fishing village, which is quite picturesque. And you'll know why that's on people's bucket list. It's on every postcard. Anytime you see a postcard of Nova Scotia around, it's probably Peggy's Cove. And we'll slow down for this. Can take in all the sights. Told there's nobody behind us, so definitely a good time to slow down, enjoy the view. This view in particular is a favorite. Yep. See all the anchors over there. I'm basically just doing that thing your dad did on trips where you observe something and automatically you have to voice whatever that is. Hey look, cows. No cows today. There's the Peggy's Cove Lighthouse. Stop and get a picture. There's Moto Ginger, say hi. I'm gonna take a moment to snap a picture. Alright, so we're gonna complete the loop here. Sometimes you just do an out and back when you're doing Peggy's Cove, but you can do a loop and then you're about 12 or 15 minutes from, well, maybe you're about 20 minutes from this start of the other end of the loop. So you might have seen in the footage I got at Peggy's Cove there, some really black looking rocks. Those rocks are black all the time and they're beaten really hard by the seas. People always want to go out on them and get pictures of the ocean. It's fairly well known that that's a good place to get swept away by large waves that come in unexpectedly. So they put a lot of signs up at Peggy's Cove telling people to stay off the black rocks. But never fails. There's always people continue to go out there. There's a fair bit of public shaming going on the social media when people go out on the black rocks. And yeah, lots of people have died. Place up in Newfoundland, Cape Spears, a lot of it has the same issue. Never trust the ocean. This looks like a good time to close off this video. Sun's going down. If you like this content, hit the like button down below. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I'd like to say thank you for coming along tonight. We'll see you next time.